Martin Parr, who is born in 23rd May in 1952. He is a British documentary photographer, photojournalist, and photo book collector. He is known for his photographic projects that taking an intimate, satirical, and anthropological look at aspects of modern life, in particular documenting the social classes of England and more broadly the wealth of the Western world. The Last Resort is one of his famous work in his life, and the New Britain is a seaside resort on the Wirral Peninsula, 3 miles from Liverpool. Originally a watering place for the wealthy merchants of Liverpool, New Britain hit the peak of its popularity in the first 2 decades of this century, and this work was argued by people because some people think it was one of the top work in the history of color photograph history, but some people think it's just a bad work for the photograph because at that time most photograph was black and white, but we have to say it started a new kind of photograph in the history of photographic. First of all, this is one of the photographs in the last resort. We can see like there are a lot of people stay in the stores and use the source of the hot dog, and it seems the most of them were not very happy, but the topic was the last resort, so it seems like the Martin is trying to show the people that uh, that's not a really resort. Like people just more prefer for the food, not the beach and swimming or something else should do in the living pool. For this picture, we can see the Martin used the misty and clearly background to show how many people in the New Britain. Like it shows like the New Britain to was the last resort in the world, and there are so many people. We also can see like some people sit not in the beach, like in the road, and they just talking and not for swimming. We can see the last picture, the like four women like their child standing in the dirty water, and they just like they are not go to there for relax. They seems like just for the resort and go to the resort. So that's not what they should do in a really resort. So the whole the all the picture in Martin's work is seems like he wants to show people the the reality at that time in England.